That spectre you fought looked like a harvester.
Banishers and their labels.
He'll surely be back.
So will I.
The veil seems thinner here.
Always has been. We call them the Maya Marshes, but the nearby tribes call it the Ill Mouth. Stay too long, you'd get sick.
Is that why Ceridian's wards wane faster than they should?
That is because she's dying.
I'm sorry.
Life's a journey. Death is but one step.
This is almost as lovely as that ride through Herengracht.
All we're missing is the hailstones and the Russia at our heels.
I'm sure we can arrange something.
You do plan the best escapes.
What can you tell us about your mentor?
I could tell you quite a lot, but I'm not going to. She's a very old witch who's tended this very big garden for a very long time.
That's it?
Believe me, that's more than enough.
This old soul. What does he want?
Destruction, bloodshed, Ceridian's head on a plate. They must have known each other once.
We could help you banish him.
You Banishers are so arrogant. He's Ceridian's business. Guess we don't interfere.
You're young.
You're dead.
I meant your essence is strong for one your age. How did you come to be here?
How did you come to waste your potential by being a Banisher?
Do you believe I'd make a better witch?
Yes, I do. You'd be doing yourself and me a favor. Welcome to Ceridian's Island.
There is much power here.
Oh, you noticed that, did you? Like I say, welcome to Ceridian's Island. She's at home and expecting you. Follow the path until you find a black pond near ancient ruins. I'll see you there soon enough.
How does she do that? There's a trick, right?
There's more to that one than tricks. The girl is gifted.
If we want to stop for a wee minute, this place will do.
Like falling off a log after being startled by a wisp in Akashus.
Never gonna let me live that one down, are you? hanging dolls. Witches do like to be creepy.
As a child, I made dolls just like those.
I bet you did.
Seeker's Black Pond. I can see why they call this the Ill Mouth. What is that?
Antea?
No, that's not quite true. I knew who I was, it's just... I was lost, and I had nowhere to go. I had no when to go. Does that make sense?
Time lays traps for the dead. It's never fair.
His voice was a beacon. The light in the darkness that led me back to me. And to the world.
You have a powerful connection, you two. Or will have. Or had. Possibly all three. And here he is, the other Banisher. Greetings.
Good day.
Come, sit. It's been too long.
Have we met?
Of course we have. Just now. Also later. Decades ago. Never mind. It's good to see you, Red McRae.
I told her our story. I hope you don't mind.
Such an ordeal. I'm so very sorry you have to go through it. How hard it must be for you both.
Thank you.
But now you're here together, and I'm glad. Because you'll only be able to end this together.
Who are you exactly? Who is Seeker?
We, Banisher, are witches.
Aye, that much I knew. Ceridian. Name sounds very familiar.
To a Scotsman, it should. Once, a long time ago, I too was named Seeker. An old friend called me Ceridian. Little Seeker, he said.
Serahine, aye.
When I needed a new name, I took the one he'd given me. Or at least a form of it that fits my tongue. Ceridian. Fits me well, I think.
Why have we found so little native presence in New Eden?
They have been here, but they have never settled. Wise men and women know that the region, the Maya Marshes especially, are rotten.
Is that why you settled here?
Here, the hem is thin and frail, and the mire rich in agitated spirits. It is also secluded and hard to find. Both excellent reasons to remain. Here, we may hide away and mend the hem.
We must reclaim Antea's body, but Seeker tells us the meeting house can't be reached. The fog cannot be crossed.
Seeker is right. The fog is the nightmare.
I've never seen so many specters in one place. Is this really the nightmare's work?
Yes, and at the same time, no. As the nightmare's reach extends, the void draws closer. The thinner the threshold, the weaker the hem. That disturbs the balance between the invisible and the incarnate.
There is no balance between the living and the lingering dead.
It's not for me to change your mind. I believe that in times of chaos, we should seek equilibrium in all things, and equity for all beings.
The being that killed me deserves no equity. You brought us here. Why?
You have many questions, and I have little time.
Your novice mentioned it. I am sorry.
I am not. Soon I'll be one with the trees, root and bark. But that is not why I asked you here. Dearest dears, the path ahead is yet unclear. But know this. If you are to defeat the nightmare, your hearts must be open. Open, of course, to each other. No barriers. Your bond must be strong.
How can we defeat it? How can we even begin to match its power?
You surrender. Unconditionally. To each other. When you died, dear Antea, New Eden crumbled. But some yet live. Seek them out. Help them.
The nightmare won't like that.
No. You are, after all, a threat to her existence. And rightly so. She believes you cannot reach into her domain. She is wrong. There is a way. The void. A dreadful place beneath both the incarnate and the invisible. When you have learned to walk the void, you may use it to enter the nightmare's den. First, you must free the people of New Eden from her grip.
To reach New Eden and retrieve my body, we must help the very people who created the nightmare in the first place?
Yes.
Excuse my lack of enthusiasm. Can we not just go back to the meeting house and do our jobs?
You must release folk here from her grasp. Only then, through the void, may you reach New Eden Town and confront her.
How do we access the void? Is there a ritual?
In places, the void is breached. Follow the beacons. Do not stray, and all will be well. Our Seeker crafted you a tuning key. With it, you may open the breach. Don't linger. Time is fickle.
The nightmare in the meeting house was by far the most powerful ghost I've ever faced. From where did it come?
Unforgiving wrath is a bottomless well for vengeful spirits. But in this case, I suspect an even more vile source involved.
We recently came across a cursed item and thought you could help us cleanse it.
Really? Why us?
Well, you know, spells, curses, witches.
I was teasing. How fun it is to see you squirm. There are many ways to enchant an item, or dispel its curse. Seeker may be of help. Go talk to her. She likes to tease you too.
By the beach as I drowned. You sent Seeker to find me. How did you know where to look?
Are you asking an old hedge witch how she knows what goes on in her own garden? The woods and rivers are full of friendly claws, and feathers and scales. I always know what I need to know.
I guess that's the best answer we can expect.
It is the best of all those I've tried, dearest dears.
Would a hedge witch have something interesting in her swamps for a banisher?
I always have, and I always will.
Thank you, Ceridian. We'll be off.
Before you leave, tell me, what did you choose?
What do you mean?
Each of you made a promise to the other. What was it? What did you choose?
I chose to stay.
I see. The price, in essence, will be high. But you know this.
Aye, we do.
The tuning key is on the table. In the void, it will protect you. Seeker waits at the pool to show you the way.
Funny looking spinning wheel. Do you weave with it?
Of course. I weave essence, Red McGrath. Help yourself, and take all the help you need.
Witchery. Feels unnatural. Dangerous.
Banishing, of course, is famously safe.
Over here, Banishers. By the pool.
Ceridian gave us a tuning key. Now I know how you pull your little disappearing trick.
It's no trick. It's what we do to survive. Too many bastards out there want us dead.
So what we saw on the other side of the island, that was a void breach?
Yes. You'll be using them too. But not this one. Not yet. There's another one, a little ways off, in the back of a cave. Use that one for now. This one is special. It's the last and only way into New Eden Town since the bridge burned down.
We could go back to New Eden right now?
Why would you want to do that? The nightmare is strong. She has New Eden by the proverbials. Loosen her grasp, and maybe, just maybe, you can walk through that breach and live.
All right. We get it.
You have your tuning key. Hold on to it for dear life.
That shouldn't be a problem.
Once through the breach, there's no turning back. Keep going and don't look back.
So, who's Deborah?
I know no Deborah. I don't think I've ever known a Deborah.
Tell me about yourself, Seeker.
How do I put this politely? No.
I'm curious. What do you think of the nightmare yourself?
I think the nightmare is the child of our father's iniquities. And of our own sins too.
Do you admire it?
I fear it. But I accept its wrath, as I accept the rain. And New Eden surely deserves the flood.
Void walking. Can you tell me more about it?
I use it to leap from one breach to another, as Ceridian taught me. I don't dally, nor should you.
Why not?
The void is terra incognita. I suspect Ceridian knows, but isn't saying. Bad sign, that. Very bad sign.
We found a cursed object.
An object? What object?
A chest. Locked and evidently cursed.
A curse could mean different things, depending. What do you think happened?
We found it in the wilderness. We think maybe someone bound a spirit to it for protection.
Ah, I do believe you found a chest belonging to Veilguard.
How do we get it open?
Why would you want to open it? That's demonology, and I'm not one for stepping in no demonology. Even if old Veilguard wasn't the worst. But from what he told me, Veilguard Waterbury, the man, not his ghost, kept a ritual of unbinding in his breviary.
Do you have this breviary?
No, but I know he can find it. He spent his last years in seclusion, deep in the dark woods. Go northeast from the hunter's camp. Keep to the east side of the trail until you can turn south. You should come to a clearing. He had a hut there. You forget things sometimes, so here. I'll write it down for you.
We'll be going. Hope to talk again soon.
Yes. I do so enjoy our little chats across the hem.
Let me get this right. We're looking for a breviary belonging to a demonologist that Seeker met after his death. All this in order to learn how to cleanse malignant spirits bound to cursed objects.
Remember Balthazar H. Frenhofer's teaching. Efficient, adaptive, versatile.
I suppose we'll come back to this one eventually.
Can't wait, can you?
Is this Seeker's Cave?
Only one way to find out. God, where are we?
Remember what we were told. Follow the beacons. Move fast. No looking back.
This place looks barren. Lifeless.
This is the realm of the dead. This is the underworld.
Let's not linger. Did you hear that?
Yes, keep moving. There, our way out.
It's you. I'm there.
What the... What is going on?
I know that voice from long ago. I banished its owner.
What does that mean?
It means we must leave, now.
The next beacon is dead. Oh, what new abomination is this?
I'd say a sorrow used as a Cerberus. That's unheard of.
I can't believe I'm releasing this thing. Time to end this monstrosity.
It's coming for you! Look out! Dodge! Not gonna ask for help?
Die, you bastard!
Heads up!
From what hole did this horror crawl?
I don't know, but we need to go.
The hell was that? Ceridian's key was supposed to get us through unnoticed.
I don't know. Are you all right?
I'll do. But that nightmare over there, we know so little about it. That worries me. What about you?
Whatever the reason, that nightmare is here because of something these men and women did. New Eden reeks of their guilt. I died because of them. Curse these people. Curse them and their secrets and their sins.
We'll get there.
We always do.
Are those breaches really safe?
We were protected.
You heard the whispers, the despair, and that one voice. It called to you. Something knew you were there. It saw you. I thought... For a moment, I thought of them. Those poor butchered boys. I swear in the void I heard their screaming. Wains. Sent to die for their sultan's pride. It was like I was back in the Balkans.
You're you, and you're here with me, right now.
I will be. Soon, I hope. This void. Is it hell? Is that what we saw? Is that what we've been sending all those ghosts we've banished? Or is it limbo? A timeless in-between filled with tortured souls?
When we banish a ghost, we destroy it. The teaching is clear.
What if the teaching is wrong?
I heard the voices. They worry me too. But the teaching can't be wrong.
We should have known where we were sending those poor souls. What if you end up there too?
All is well. As long as we stay together, all is well.
Aye. All is well. Right.
Seeker wasn't lying about the burned-down bridge.
Which way? North by the mountains or south through the lowlands?
Let's pick one and see where it takes us. shelter, if you need a fire to warm you up.
I'd like to see the Highlands again one day. These mountains aren't they bad, but they're no Ben Nevis.
Yours is a hill compared to Pico Torquino. My mountain is bigger than yours.
Aye, but my island is bigger than yours. Call it a draw, shall we?
I think a way to pass could be near. The spot has to be close. This one is incomplete. Try to find a way across.
I'm on it.
Think you could take on a ghost? Ask for help if you need it.
Mines. The mountains must be rich in ore. Looks a bit rickety.
It's built for a team. One man alone should be fine.